Good day, class. Now this question is a required question. The question says the root of the equation 2x squared plus open bracket p plus 1 into x plus q equals to 0 are 1 and 3, where p and q are constant. Find p and q. So which means in this question now, we are going to find the value of p and q. So the equation given is 2x squared plus x into p plus 1 plus q equals to 0. That's the equation now. And we are giving the root to be 1 and 3. So now, the root of the equation to be 1 and 3. Now, so we do it one after the other. We are starting with the 1. So now, we will now say when the root is 1. So when the root is 1 now, then we substitute 1 into the equation. Anywhere we have x, we represent it with 1. So it will now give us 2 into 1 squared plus 1 into p plus 1 plus q, everything equals to 0. So now from there now, 1 raised to power 2 will give us 1. Then 2 times 1, 2, plus 1 times p will give us p. 1 times 1 will also give us plus 1 plus q equals to 0. Now as we have it now, we'll now connect like terms. So now 2 plus 1 will give us 3. So we have 3 plus p plus q. Everything equals to 0. Are we together? So from there now, we now rearrange p plus q plus 3 equals to 0. Okay? So as we have it like this, so that's the first one. So that's when what? Our root is what? When our root is 1. So that's what we arrive at. Then we now also move to when our root is 3. So then we say when root is 3. So now we go back to the equation 2x squared plus x into p plus 1 plus q equals to 0. So now we now substitute x with 3. So we now have 2 into 3 squared plus 3 into p plus 1 plus q equals to 0. So as we have it like this now, 3 raised to power 2, which means 3 times 3. So that one will give us 2 into 9 plus 3 times p, 3p plus 3 plus q equals to 0. So now this is 9 now. 2 times 9 will give us 18 plus 3 plus 3p plus q equals to 0. Now 18 plus 3 now will give us what? 21 plus 3p plus q equals to 0. So now as we now have it like this now, it will now give us 3p plus q plus 21 equals to 0. Are we together? So as we now have it like this, then that's what we arrive at now for when the root is what? When the root is 3. So having done that, we will now combine the two together. So the two that we are going to combine together now, then it's going to give us simultaneous equation. So equation 1 will now be p plus q equals to minus 3. That's equation 1. And equation 2 is 3p plus q equals to minus 21. That's equation 2. So we'll now solve them. So now, as we have it like this now, we can solve by substitution or elimination method. So if you want to solve by substitute. Okay, we can also use elimination. So now if you want to use elimination now, so which means now we just make P subject of the formula. So if you want to make P subject of the formula, then you take Q to the other side. It will now give us P equals to minus 3 minus Q. So that's equation 3. Then we now substitute P into equation 2. So we say substitute P into equation 2. So equation 2 says 3P plus Q equals to minus 21. So anywhere we see P now, we represent it with minus 3 minus Q. Minus 3 minus Q plus Q equals to minus 21. Having done that now, as we now have it like this, so this minus 3 we take it to the other side. So it will now give us minus, okay, minus 3P, okay, minus 3Q. Okay, so we now have, okay, minus Q plus 3Q equals to minus 21 plus 3. From here now, 3P, that's what we have for equation 2. Then we substituted P when P equals to minus 3 minus Q. So now, P now, as we have P to be this. So this where we have P, okay. Let me explain that place again. So now, this 3P, it is now going to be 3 into minus 3 minus Q. Are we together? Then plus Q equals to minus 21. Now minus 3 times minus 3 will give us minus 9 minus 3Q plus Q equals to minus 21. Having done that, now then we are going to take minus 9 to the other side. And minus 3Q plus Q will give us minus 2Q equals to minus 21 plus 9. Minus 2Q equals to minus 21 plus 9. So we are going to have 12. So minus 12. As we have minus 12 now, then we divide both sides by minus 2. So we now have Q equals to 6. So that's the value of our Q. As we have Q to be 6, then we are now going to substitute value of Q. We say substitute Q equals to 6 into equation. Which equation should we use? We can use equation 3. So equation 3 says P equals to minus 3 minus Q. And when we have Q to be 6, it will now be P equals to minus 3, then minus, Q is minus 6. Q here is minus Q. And we have Q to be 6 here. It will now be minus 6. Do you understand? So now, then we now have P to be equals to minus 3 minus 6. Then we have minus 9. So therefore, P equals to minus 9. Then our answer now will now be Q equals to 6, P equals to minus 9. So that's our answer.